Hey guys, welcome to Old Time Gaming. I'm Chris.
I'm Jamie.
And I'm Alex, and it's everyone's favourite time of year once again, where we come together as a community and get overly hyped as video games are announced one after the other. It's E3, baby.
Baby.
Baby? Who you calling baby?
You guys, I'm calling you guys my babies. Jamie in a nappy would look like a big baby.
That's someone's fetish.
You'd have to shave him though, because he's a bit hairy.
Oh.
That's right, and with only hours before the first press conferences, we wanted to quickly place our bets on what we think should be announced this year to make the event unforgettable.
So with stars in our eyes and hope in our hearts, here are 6 E3 announcements that we think would be awesome. But guys, before we start, make sure to like, subscribe, ding that bell, and shave a bear to catch all of our E3 coverage. It's gonna be huge.
The name Hideo Kojima carries a lot of weight to it in the gaming world. He's one of only a handful of game developers to proudly slap his name on the box of all his games.
Can you name any others?
Mark Echo's Getting Up, Contents Under Pressure.
Sid Meier.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Yes, you know when people say your dream dinner party? Where there's Hideo, there's hype, and it's hard to ignore the overwhelming hype for his latest endeavour, Death Stranding. After dropping that massive 8-minute trailer at the Game Awards back in December, which we analysed in the video by the way, we've been left with more questions about the game than ever. What are those strange invisible creatures? Why does the rain make people rapidly age? What's that terrifying spider thing in the water? And for the love of God, what do babies have to do with everything?
We might not know much, Jamie, but we know they're not batteries.
They are batteries, quite clearly.
I've blocked you out.
While I doubt much, if any of that is going to be explained at E3, I would love to see more of the game in action. Kojima could easily steamroll the entire event by showing off some real-time gameplay of the game, showing how all the mechanics work, and how all the strange things we've seen in trailers come into gameplay.
It all comes together. It all makes sense now.
Given that I've played Metal Gear Solid games and still don't understand what's going on, I'm going to guess that even if there was gameplay, I'd still have no idea what was going on. Who's the floaty man? What's the fire person doing? Where did they come from?
Doesn't need to make sense, just needs to look cool, which it does.
Yeah. And then, after all that, Kojima could blow the roof off of E3 by ending the whole thing with a release date.
Did you like it?
It's the game on everyone's lips this year, and it will be all people want to talk about if we get some gameplay and a release date. Please, Kojima, if you're going to do it for anyone, do it for me.
God, if it happens, we're gonna do like 5 videos in a row and Jamie's just gonna be jizzing all over them.
Guys, we're cancelling our coverage of the Microsoft press conference. We've got to make another Death Stranding video.
It's weird to think it's been 5 years since we first saw the Cyberpunk 27. Wow,
27.
It's weird to think it's been 5 years since we first saw the Cyberpunk 2077 trailer. And since then, we've heard hardly a whisper about the game.
I can't believe it's been 5 years.
That's too long. CD Projekt Red have been keeping quiet about the game, and I think this is the year where they will finally break their silence and we'll get some news on the game. Yes, they will announce it's another 5 years away. No, they won't. While some gameplay would be nice, perfection takes time. I get it.
That's why you take so long to do your hair in the morning.
So instead, I'd be pretty happy with a new CGI trailer that shows off some more of the game's world and gives us an idea of the game's story. I mean, I still have no idea what to expect from the game, and I need answers, damn it.
Do you? Do you need answers?
I need answers. Are we going to get to shag on a unicorn?
It's an electric unicorn.
Then again, Projekt Red could surprise us and drop a ton of details and some actual gameplay. And if they do, they'll easily be the talk of the town. It could even rival the hype for Death Stranding.
Oh.
It's an arms race. Who shows the most first?
Right guys, after the release of Dark Souls 3 in 2016, From Software have been very hush-hush about their future projects. True, we got the Dark Souls 1 remaster, but that looks like it was thrown together over a long weekend. But hey, at least Blighttown works, so thumbs up. What I'm curious about is what they have in store for us next. And clearly, it's got something to do with that creepy teaser trailer they dropped last year with the freaking blood and the Japanese all over the place.
Yes, those were the things I took away too. Blood and Japan.
Yeah, exactly. The one with that weird chain thingy made out of bone, blood, slowly tightening for some reason. I don't know, what the was that?
I thought I was just having a nightmare.
But look, it's the one that says shadows die twice. Whatever the that means. What the hell is that trailer for?
If Shadows Die Twice a name or a tagline?
Well, there is some interesting stuff to it. Speculation online has me thinking that it's either a sequel to the Lovecraft-inspired Bloodborne, right? Because, hey, Bloodborne was great, let's make another one. Or it could be a reboot to the long-forgotten From Software ninja series, Tenchu. Mainly because it's been years since FromSoft made a Tenchu game, but also because that thing looks like it could be like a ninja weapon or something. Also, guys, from the Tenchu game, both Rikimaru and Onikage were referred to as shadows, and both of them have died twice. So maybe that's what it means.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah?
That's pretty cool.
Let's get some proper ninja going, not this Naruto stuff. Shadows.
Keep Naruto's name out your mouth.
Finally, it could have absolutely nothing to do with either of them. We could be full of and it could be an entirely new IP. Either way, they have a chance to blast all away this year, and I'm excited as to see if they can do it.
Marvel movies are all the rage these days, with what seems like an endless stream of blockbuster movies coming out every other week.
Ant-Man.
Deadpool too.
Black Panther.
The one with the fist in, with the gauntlet.
Fisting.
The fist gauntlet. No.
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist. No, he's got a fisting glove with stones on it.
However, Marvel isn't satisfied with only ruling the movie industry, as they're branching out into the world of video games with the help of Square Enix.
Oh, intrigue.
Simply titled Marvel's Avengers Project, little is known about the game outside its fancy CGI teaser trailer. We know it will probably be an online third-person adventure game, and it's being worked on by Tomb Raider devs Crystal Dynamics and Deus Ex devs Eidos Montreal.
I mean, that's a pretty decent pedigree right there.
For sure. Other than that, it's a guessing game. I'd love to see an open-world adventure game where you get to pick from the plethora of heroes and explore some of the most familiar locations of the franchise, such as New York.
New Donk City.
Flying around Asgard as Thor and smashing through S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters as Hulk would be amazing and could make Marvel's Avengers Project the best superhero game ever made. Even better than Superman 64.
Whoa, that is high praise indeed.
See, after God of War, I'm thinking it might be pretty cool to play as Captain America. Throw your shield at people,
Yeah.
have it zipping back. Imagine an Arkham game, right?
Yeah.
Crossed with God of War.
Yeah.
And you have got an awesome Captain America game where he's rocking the shield and he's doing super cool fight and he's flipping over people's heads and he's bong people with his shield and he's throwing it and it's coming back.
Do you know what would be really cool? If they introduced a Tekken Tag style gameplay mechanics. So third person, you're playing around as Captain America, boom, 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 your health gets down really low, you swap around, Iron Man comes in and you just do the old switcheroo bamboozlement.
All you've done is describe Lego Marvel Avengers.
Yeah, but looking much cooler.
Yes, Jonesy, I know you can do a lot of that in the LEGO games, but those are kids' games, and I'm a big boy with a big and I want to see Hulk's bulging green balls in 4K HDR, damn it.
I would quite like to play an open world game with destructive scenery where you play the Hulk and you can almost leap around a la
Yeah.
like Prototype or something like that.
And your purpose in the game is to just everything that moves.
Yeah, that'd be great with your big green. E3 hasn't even kicked off yet, and Bethesda is already pulling out their big guns, announcing both Rage 2 and Fallout 76 weeks before the event, which can only mean one thing to me. They have got something even bigger, boys, to reveal during their showcase. Something epic.
I agree. Why release those two massive games before E3?
That's to get the juices flowing, and then to serve you the dessert that you want. My guess would be they're going to announce Starfield.
Starfield.
Starfield?
The thing we know nothing about. Yes!
Yes, as you've said, we know pretty much jack about Starfield right now, Chris, but what we do know is that the beautiful brains at Bethesda have been keeping the trademark safe. And judging by how long they've had the trademark for, the game should have been at least 3 years into production, if not more.
Because years in production at Bethesda always equals quality and refined bug-free
You are
gameplay.
being so harsh on Bethesda. Leave them alone. They make great games.
Cynicism do I have? What could it be about, I hear you ask? Well, my guess, thanks to the name Starfield, makes me think it has something to do with farming in space.
Yeah.
Starfield Valley.
Great.
It's a Stardew Valley sequel.
Exactly, you have to get aliens and you've got to plant crops and then they eat the crops and then they poo out something you can eat and then you take that and you give it to people and then you farm and then you sell it.
I'm not eating poo.
Okay, that's probably not what it's about. It's probably some sort of space opera RPG, but I'd love to plow some fields and some alien girls in a galaxy far, far away.
Wow.
To be fair, in a world where Mass Effect is both dead and there's room for this.
Yeah, exactly.
Could that mean we'll see Starfield at the conference, do you think? I mean, who knows, but I would love to see the game be officially revealed just so we have one more janky Bethesda game to enjoy and make hilarious videos about on the internet.
Hilarious. It's a tough one though, isn't it? Because they did say Rage 2 and Fallout 76. Are they just really gunning for like best of E3 with a Starfield announcement?
They're cranking it up, that's for sure, especially compared to last year.
Right guys, the final entry on our list is more of a wish than a speculation. Sometime this year, Kotaku released an investigative report about the troubled development of Mafia 3 and the developers Hangar 13, where they mentioned that the people next door to them were possibly maybe developing the next entry in the BioShock series. Very interesting kind of stuff. The first BioShock game is a modern masterpiece, perfectly mixing first-person action with the spooky atmosphere of a horror game. The rest of the games are good, I mean great even, but they've never been able to match the praise of that original title.
I don't know, I think Infinite
No.
was pretty darn cool.
No, it was cool, but it just didn't match the praise. Didn't match it.
I like being in the clouds.
Since the multiple universe sim BioShock Infinite, the series seems to have died out, right? I mean, Heck, even Ken Levine has left and started his own studio. So to hear that there's a possible resurrection of the series gets me stiffer than a lamppost. I'm hard right now, guys. Can you feel it?
I can sense it.
There's still so much that they could explore with the series, and having some fresh talent at the helm can bring in some much needed life to the series. I mean, sorry Ken Levine, you enjoy your ghost stories or whatever the it is you're doing over at your new studio, because I've yet to see a game from that place. But I'd love to see if at the end of the Sony press conference they do a classic, oh yeah, one more thing, before cutting the lights and we start to hear 50s music playing through a distorted record player. All the while we hear the sounds of blades being sharpened in the background. Then boom, it says Bioshock thingamajig. Gives me the winkies, the heebie-jeebies.
The rubles.
That would be the best bamboozle of E3 history if they had to pull that off. So, you know, let's get it done.
Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video, and I know you've noticed there's another little icon down there. It's a new one. You've never seen it before. It's our Patreon. You can click on it. You can give us money once every month and we'll give you some stuff in return. Everyone's winning.